I think they'd been up 2 years when we moved in, so someone had been in before us. Just before the war, and I was 9 when the war broke out, they were building the houses at the top of the 4-bedroomed houses at the top of Ivy Road. And we used to go and play up there, and there was a big sand pit outside the window. We used to go upstairs and jump off the windowsill into the sand pit. There used to be about 8 or 10 of us. The man next door and my dad decided that because the war was on, we turned the garden into a plot to grow potatoes, and we grew potatoes, cabbages, everything you can think of, cauliflowers, peas, beans, onions, you name it, we grew it on the back. So if one run out of something on their garden, they'd come and ask for it out of ours, and vice versa, you know, and then we'd replant and regrow. It was lovely, it really was. I should think everybody in the streets looked after everybody else. I'm not saying that they were in and out of everybody's houses every 5 minutes. They weren't. But if anybody was poorly, you always got somebody knocking on your door and saying, do you need any help? Do you want any errands doing? You felt comfortable. Like I said, they were friendly, but they weren't in and out of your house every 5 minutes. After the war, we changed the gardens back into lawns, and we had a little golf course on the back. And the women used to sit out on the back in a little group talking, and the blokes used to be having a little putty green do on the back. And I can remember being put to bed, I don't know, probably about 8 o'clock or something like that. And I used to leave my window open so I could hear them talking. In the streets, they used to have the Anderson shelters. My dad had one built under the stairs, and then we had 4 bunks in, and the neighbours next door used to come in, and we used to sleep on that at night when the air raid was on. And one night there was a bomb dropped at Irwell, near the River Irwell there, and it blew our back door open. No, I was sat there, and my mum was sat here. My dad was working, and she just got hold of me, and I would be probably 10. And she got hold of me and threw me on the floor, and then lay on top of it. She nearly smothered me to death. It wasn't the bomb that were killing me. My mum were killing me because she was laid on top of me. One night, my dad took me to a man's house in Glenborough Avenue, and he opened this case, and it had this accordion in, and he was only showing it, my dad, really. But my little eyes, they went like saucers. And I thought, oh, I'm having that for Christmas. My dad says, is it for sale? And he says, yeah, he says, I can't play it. He says, I don't know what I got it for. And I was in a dancing troupe at the time. The teacher, her brother, had an accordion and he could play. So I went for a few lessons, and then the dancing teacher said she couldn't be in the concert with it. And he was 12 months, I think, and then he got called up for the war. And then I went with another teacher at Radcliffe, and I didn't even have a lesson. He said he'd take me on. When I went for my lesson, he'd been called up. So he transferred me then to his teacher, and I started having serious lessons then, because he was professional sort of thing. So I started having lessons, and then I started taking exams. And then I was coming up to 16. He said to my dad, he says, I think I'll put her in for this LBCA exam. He says, she's the youngest player we've put forward, really. I got that, and then I used to do a lot of charity. I played for the blind, and then I used to play for the technical college, you know, and I played for the town hall. I used to play on there. I used to go all over Bury, Bolton, Radcliffe, Rochdale, Oldham. It was exciting, really, because, I mean, I come home from work, you know, got home about 5:30 at night, 5:45, and my dad would say, you're out again at 8 o'clock, you're going so you're playing your accordion. So I never knew really till I came home what was going on, you know. There was always weddings, they used to come and say, you know, can she come to a reception on such a night, or can she do this, or can she do that? It was exciting, really. Anything on the radio, I still listen to it. If there's a show at the Met or something like that, and there's an accordionist playing, And if there's these accordionists, they play in the precinct on a Saturday or a Wednesday. Sometimes you'll get the odd accordionist playing. I know how hard I had to practice to bring my work up to standard.